3, 2, 1.
Yeah, see, I got me an idea, and I'ma put it to work, and I'ma gauge my progress by the sign of the word. Now I ain't yet a success, but yes, the word that I stress, cause by the time you hear the
Hey yo,
CD count,
hands up to the heaven, no man, no weapon formed against us. Glory is destined every day. Women and men become legends. Sins, they go against our skin, become blessings. Woo! That was Common, right? From Glory. You probably know that Common, John Legend, all that. Glory! You know what I'm saying? Yo, that got me motivated. I woke up this morning and started bumping that in my earphones. I was like, yeah! You know what I'm saying? So check it out. Good morning. And listen, it is Monday. And today is the springboard that we use to go on the rest of the week, making all of our days phenomenal, right? My name is Paulo Rivera. Watch me make it happen. So check this out. I'm wondering, right, what it is that happened to the importance of our goals, right? What is it that happened to the agreement that we made with ourselves to be able to continuously work towards our goals, right? Listen, it reminds me of back when I was young, you know what I'm saying? I used to talk with my father and all that. He used to tell me back in the day, you know what I'm saying? All it was a handshake, you know what I mean? And wow, I kind of remember that, you know what I mean? Because I used to try in my little circle. I don't know about how y'all grew up, you know what I'm saying? But I remember back in the day, we used to be able to shake a hand and be like, that was it, right? As we grew up, we switched it up to the pound, like, yo, for real? You know what I'm saying? Yep, all right, bet. And y'all slap five, y'all give each other the pound on it, whatever. And that's what it was, right? Over the course of time, I don't know what it was. And I ain't trying to blame it on nothing in particular. I'm just saying that over the course of time, that handshake deal, it went right down the tubes. Right now, if it ain't written up in contract, and even if it's a contract, you got to check out the small print, right? And even if you sign the contract after reading the small print, now all of a sudden it's only worth the paper that it's written on unless you take it to court. You know what I'm saying? So that you can go ahead and back up all these things. It's a crazy time that we living in, right? But check this out. Let's bring back the handshake deal, right? Let's bring back the handshake deal. And I'm not necessarily saying with a business or something like that. I mean, listen, you do business with me, you know what I'm saying? We probably going to have contracts and I'll shake your hand. You know what I mean? The shaking the hand is really where the deal is. The contract is the backbone for the legal system. You know what I mean? In case something happens, right? But I'm saying let's bring back the handshake to ourselves, right? That's the handshake I'm talking about, right? When it is that you say you're going to do something, then you do it, right? We talked about this before. It's about keeping your word to yourself, right? So go ahead and make that handshake deal. When you make that handshake deal, it is solid, right? My word is my bond. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't going to sit here and take me for what I say, and then all of a sudden I'm going to fall short on that, right? What it is the value of that handshake has diminished somehow, right? All right, cool. Maybe it's symbolism. Maybe it is whatever. But what is not symbolism is the word, is the promise that you said you was going to keep for yourself, right? So how did that value go down? Like I said, I don't know, right? But what I'm saying is that you need to put that value back into your word, right? Because some of us are sitting here and just thinking about me, right? It sounds like y'all warming up for some vocal lessons or something like that, right? If it ain't got to do with me, then it don't matter. And you know what? I'm an advocate of doing for me, right? First. Yep. Put the mask on yourself first before you go ahead and mess with somebody else or help somebody else, right? So I'm an advocate of helping for yourself, right? But if in your mind you are not important enough to be able to keep that promise with yourself, then start thinking outside, right? And I'm not necessarily saying outside in, I'm just saying from inside, look outside. What is it that has strings attached to your heart? What is it that got strings attached to your soul? What is it that got strings attached to your mind, right? And then we're going to line them up, right? Because some of y'all forget that you got a wife who's counting on you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all forget that you got a son who's counting on you. You forget that you got a daughter who's counting on you. You forget that you got a mom, a friend, a neighbor. You got a co-worker, a partner, whatever it is. They counting on you. And if you sitting here making promises to yourself and you breaking them every day or every other day because it's just too hard, then you losing the value of your word to begin with. Okay? Because those people are still going to be counting on you tomorrow. And if you ain't the best you today, then what are you going to do about it? That's my motivation. That's why I wake up in the morning, because I made a promise to myself, more so than my wife counting on me, more so than my son counting on me, more so than my daughters counting on me, more so than my brothers and sisters counting on me, more so than my parents counting. I'm counting on me. You see what I'm saying? I need to look at myself in the mirror every day and be like, bro, did you do the best that you can do? Check this out. When you were doing that, did you kill the game there? What did you do to advance yourself into tomorrow? How did you hold it down for your wife? How did you hold it down for your kids? How did you hold it down for your family? How did you hold it down for your community? That value needs to rise. And when you start realizing that the promises that you make to yourself start touching and impacting so many other people's lives, that's going to sit there and raise the value up. Right? You need to put in that work. What did you expect was going to happen? What did you expect was going to happen? You sitting here, you ain't waking up at no 4 o'clock in the morning. You ain't waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You ain't hitting the treadmill the way you're supposed to do. You ain't studying the way you're supposed to do. You ain't sitting there and living a life of gratitude. You ain't expressing your love and your feelings and your appreciation to your wife. You ain't developing your kids. What's going on? What did you expect was going to happen? Check it. It's a simple, very simple and easy math equation. 1 + 1 = 2, right? Here's what you need to do. You do this plus this, and that will equal this. And if this is garbage and this is garbage, I'm telling you right now, garbage plus garbage is garbage, right? Let's raise the value of our word. Let's raise the value of our intent, right? How long is it going to take you to get from point A to point B? I'm going to hold up real quick. Go ahead. Think about it. How long is it going to take you to get from point A to point B? Point A is where you are right now. Point B is that destination of whatever goal, dream, or aspiration it is that you have. How long have you designated for yourself to be able to get from point A to point B? If you keep going the way you're going right now, it's going to take longer than that, right? Because in case you didn't know, the fastest way to get from point A to point B is in a straight line. Now, I understand that life, sometimes it's a curvy road, you know what I'm saying? And you still going straight, right? When if you ever go on a highway or something like that and you see the map, you see that line squiggles all damn, I didn't really know that turned that many times. I just kept going straight. I didn't get off till I got off my exit, right? That's what I'm talking about, straight. It's relatively straight because it does have its own twists and turns throughout the process, right? The thing is that's the fastest way. Y'all be taking left turns to watch Netflix. Y'all keep going a little bit, take a right turn to just chill, right? I just want to hang out. I need to relax. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take a left turn to go hang out at a club. Y'all take a right turn to go have a drink. Y'all take a left turn to go ahead and burn it down. Y'all do all of these things, left and right turns. And then all of a sudden, when you come all the way back to that path that leads to your goal, you wondering why it's taking so long. I don't understand why it's taking so long. I see such and such working and they farther ahead of me. I see such and such doing it and they farther ahead of me. I had these goals and I just keep falling behind. Stop taking left and right turns. The fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. We need to start going straight. You got to understand that there is a fact and then there are implications that go with that fact. And if your goal is a fact, that you want to pass that test, that you want to increase the amount of screen time that you have on your iPads or video games or whatever, that you're looking to get that promotion, that you're looking to be able to stay out later, that you're looking to be able to, whatever it is that you're looking to be able to do, right? I'm looking to get that promotion. I'm looking to get that other job. I'm looking to start that business. I'm looking to, like I said, increase that screen time. I'm looking to be able to whatever that is, you need to be able to place such a high level of importance on it. And you need to be able to look at where all of those strings go out and who is it that is touching, who is it that is impacted, right? Check it out. You might be thinking, if you're in high school, middle school, something like that, you might be thinking, yo, check this out. What does my screen time have to do with the rest of the family? Well, because you just mentioned it. You're part of the family. And if your energy level is down, if your level of happiness is down, whether you realize it or not, you touching everybody else in your family and you bringing that level down in your family, right? So it's not just impacting you. It might be impacting you the hardest, right? Because you're the one who can't do anything. You're the one that lost your privileges, right? But I'm telling you right now, it impacts the family too. Check that out. That's how valuable you are. That's how valuable your word is. Because I don't care if you the son, the daughter, the father, or the mother. If you ain't doing it right, if you ain't having a good time, you bringing down the level of your family. Is that the burden that you want to carry on yourself? You want to carry the burden of making it so that your wife or your kids or your husband or whoever it is who's in your circle, you bringing them down? You are only as strong as your weakest link, and you don't want to be that weakest link. Learn how to empower yourself. That's what this is about. We only a few weeks away from New Year's, right? And everybody be talking about, oh, what am I going to do with my resolution? What am I going to do with my resolution? I'm not exactly sure. Here at Watch Me Make It Happen, we've been living our resolution. I told you when we got into the fall that it's the season to be able to harvest, right? To reap what it is that you sowed. And if you didn't sow nothing, well, then you sitting here looking at your hands and seeing nothing because you didn't have the value of your word in the first place. Because you didn't sit there and understand all the other people that this touches and how you were not a blessing to them, or at least not as much of a blessing as you could have been. You were not as much of a blessing as you could have been to yourself. Now listen, if you one of them people and you've been following on your word and you've been seeing how it touches everybody else and you've been grinding, you've been doing it every day, then my resolution suggestion to you is to just keep it up. Is to stay resolute in your actions and gradually and progressively overload so that you can end up becoming greater than you are today. Today should be the worst day. Today should be the worst day moving forward, because every day you are doing what it is that you can. You are making it happen. You are digging deep. You have that internal locus of control that it don't matter what's happening in the world. I'm going to focus on what I can control. I'm going to focus on what it is that concerns me. And I'm going to become much more productive and much more impactful in the world. Check this out. That's it. That's it, right? Hands up to the heavens. No man, no weapon formed against us. Yes, glory is destined every day. Men and women become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. Become a blessing, not just to yourself, but to your family and everyone around you, right? When somebody asks you how you doing, I say I'm blessed, right? I'm blessed. And they look at me kind of crazy, but I'm blessed, right? Let's change the narrative. My name is Pablo Rivera. I hope that this message motivated you. I hope that this message inspired you. I hope that it provides you with the framework to be able to take this Monday and say no, no, no to the case of the Mondays, right? But be able to take this Monday, look at yourself in the mirror, loud and proud, state your name, state your goal, and say, watch me make it happen. Not just for you, but for the entire world. Because as you improve yourself, you improve your family, you improve your community, you improve the country, you improve the world. So let's perpetuate positivity together. My name is Pablo Rivera. Watch me make it happen.
Thought of my plans and the execution, you notice. Ain't no time to think about it, only time to react. Your intuition under pressure, weigh it down on your back. I scribble thoughts in my palm, I sing it when I get home. Organize my inner visions while I'm chilling and calm. A politician's mind state, that means I'm nice on my speech. Plus I peep the government